welcome to another edition of One Way, where we go one way, and that's west. But before we do that, we stopped in a temple. We did not get our goodies yet. Anyway, the usual mumbo jumbo. This is done on a phone. You'll hear clawing, scratching of the screen to move around, trying to hold it in certain ways so that minimize noise artifacts from pressing things and stuff. Alright, we could use that. But we can get rid of... oh, well, we can't get rid of anything. Not necessarily a bad thing. Till we get to this point. We can get rid of that and that in exchange for that. We had a bunch of sticks because the boats kept disappearing. We don't need gold. Our boots are just fine. Alrighty. I was just staring where we... So there's scratching, clawing, and all that stuff. And of course, to be able to do certain moves, or sometimes we'll have to cover, or, you know, I'll have to cover the microphone a little bit with my hands. So you get muffling, scratching sounds, complete silence on extreme occasions. So, anyway, once again, it's literally too cold, waiting for the building to open. The guy that was supposed to come back this week, who normally opens the building, is not coming back this week. Because apparently they like his work on a field job he's doing right now, so yeah, he's staying there for the next week again. And it's 8 degrees outside. It's just too cold. It is literally 8 degrees Fahrenheit. I think that's like, what, for you metric fans? Like minus 23-ish, something like that. I'm probably way off there. The powers of Google could tell me what it is, but basically this segment is going to go till the other person opens the building, and they're usually pretty good about it. A little later than I'd like, but they're pretty good about opening in a timely fashion. Thank you for your contributions. Anyway. So it's going to be a moment. So that might as well get a little jump on things. So typically Thursdays are the big push. Then Fridays are laundromat days. But I think for the most part, and I'm not going to say that it's true, as the way things have been going, if it can go wrong, it always will. I think last week should have been the final laundromat phase. It may not be. There may be times that there will be a laundromat phase. But there's still going to be a phase involved with doing this while doing laundry. And another village. Right now, let's look at food. We're pretty good there. We got emeralds. We got a guy that doesn't want to run. Let's see if we can free an inventory slot. Yes, we can. And we can run the player. we are looking for smithies. Not that we really need them, but the idea is that we can get our count. Okay, I need to be out of the way. We can get the current count of 16 that we have in the hotbar past the 20s, and there's nothing there. Because we already have a full stack. And the idea is that we can, if we were to die, we won't have to wait to collect a bunch to try nether hopping again. Is that we'll have a set ready for us to try, say, in a next episode. Which is kind of what we could do now. I'll probably wait for the big push. Now villages come up dime a dozen. No complaints. When I need them, they're never there. When I don't care. Then they're a dime a dozen. And we pretty much just care about smithies, and you know what? The sun's starting to go down. Did I see one up there? It probably didn't. No, I didn't. There's a little something up here, but no. That gap it's tiny, but it wasn't as tiny as it looked way back there. Now, I would stay at the village, but that would just be wasting a whole lot of time. You could just keep moving in this and get a significant distance away before we need to sleep. Talk about getting small. Probably the smallest river I've been on. Is there a way around this? I don't think there is. And we can move. tough spot to be in, and we want inventory, and this can go over there, that can go over there, so that can go over there. And the person who's opening up the building is here, so... Not what I want. Anyway, yeah, bad time to stop, but this is where we're going to stop. Building's opening up. We are back, once again, waiting for the building to open. This time, black ice is the problem. It's actually not... Weather isn't too bad. Just that everything froze over. Village. Would have completely missed this one. But is it worth it? Oh, wait, this is just all that for what? Anyway. We can X. There we go. Got a little something out of it. How's the bed count doing? Alright. We can move. Or we can do this. Oh, that's bad. We accidentally set a spawn point, so... There. So we gotta give a bed and take. Anyway, we can not run. And it appears there's no smith. No smithies. Whoa, bad. All right. Oh, we're going the wrong way. We're going way the wrong way. Okay, we can move the player. At any moment, we should be able to free up that one slot. And I believe we just did. Keep hitting the steering wheel. That's what that little bang is. And we can run. Yeah, we're going to have to... Okay, move. We're going to have to take the longer route around. So again, we're just waiting for someone to open the building. It is just too slippery to walk and wait, which is what I'd rather do. stand. We can't move. Okay, we should have been able to make that jump. Okay, I can't see why we can't jump here. Okay, this way. This way. We can run. We can run. At no point did we stop. Says the sheep. Just so much going on here. It might not seem it, but there is. I do see a break in the mountains over here, so this is where we will go. Alright, can we go up? I like that direction. There we go. Yeah, we got this nice void over here, which makes it a lot easier to get around. And it gets into a relatively flat swamp area, which helps a lot. Okay, right about here we'll... Yep, place the bed. Should be nighttime. There we go. Alrighty, the person who is to open the building is here, so gonna stop and pick it up from here. Look at that math error glitch there next to the coordinates. Doesn't know where the vines are. We're back. Again, waiting for the building to open up before the big push. And this time, it's snow as to why we are doing this before the building opens. I typically would at least, if the guy that normally opens the building isn't here, to go for a power walk at least. Get some exercise in, but every day has stunk. I think it was snowing Monday. Too cold. Tuesday, crap yesterday, and now it's snowing today. I mean, it's just no let up. But on the positive side, we're getting some distance in this. And we can... Jump feature is not as good as they say. Anyway, I've mentioned that a billion times. Ever since one of the Nether update patches, auto jump hasn't been as good as it used to be. You're on a hard edge like that, it would know to jump. Not touch a corner, jump. Look at something, jump. Jump for no reason whatsoever, jump. And flat out ignore when you want to jump, jump. So again, a little extra distance before the big push. There was just so much going on last week that there wasn't time for the big push. Made up a slight amount of time. But yeah, it wasn't really time for a big push. Well, that wasn't good. We can move the player. We can jump. Okay, we can now move. Tiny slot. Innocent looking slot. Could have killed us. Got lucky. Got lucky the fall got broken. That would have been death. And a lot of stuff lost. Oh! Opener's here already. And I was going to start doing some laundry, but it appears that my machine errored out. So, lost money. Lucky me. And the EDL code means the door is still open. Alright, so good thing they mentioned something. And I push start. There it goes. Yeah, that's the problem. And that's why we haven't moved yet. EDL, I guess it stands for error door lock. I thought I put $4 into that machine and now it's gonna screw me over. Anyway, I'm not at the typical laundromat. I'm at another laundromat, not the big one. Another mom and pop. And today's supposedly the final time, in theory, that I'll be at a laundromat. And I think I'm at the point now that, as you've been watching, if you have been, and if you just jumped in, it won't make too much sense. But you may have noticed over the months, and yes, it's been a few months, where there were abrupt stops to the video because text messages were appearing with private phone numbers and private messages. And I said that it is of some importance, Dave Grohl. Anyway, it's of some importance, and it was a good thing. And today is the day that everything finally comes together, and the whole spiel of the interruptions is that as of today, it's Friday. I'm doing this in reverse. This is going to, the laundromat phase is going to be second to last. The big push will be the end, because again, I was very busy yesterday, and it has somewhat to do with what I'm about to tell you. And like I said, it's all good. All the interruptions and the weird timings and everything is because I'm no longer an apartment dweller. All the private messages were the process of purchasing my own home. Yep, homeowner. Come the end of this video, however, I'm not going to be totally in the home by the end of this video, although when you see it, I should be. The timing is kind of crap, but today, after I record the final piece, I'm going to be moving the small stuff, and we got a border over here. We're going to be moving this. Can we run? We're going to be moving the small stuff into the house today, and then tomorrow, which is Saturday, is the big move. You got movers that are going to be coming over and, well, helping me move. Now the good thing here is, of course, we got a chest so we don't have to deal with that problem. Is we're gonna relocate that there, and we're gonna take care of these over here. Now with this extra stack, I'm going to take the big stack with me. I have a set of 64, and I'm going to leave this set behind. And we can move the player even better. So what I'm going to do now is get the bed down. I'm going to put a few beds here. We got more obsidian, so I'm going to put that over there. I'm going to take the big stack with me. I'm going to leave that We can X. We can definitely sleep. Now this laundromat, the washers are a little faster than the place I would go to normally. The speedy place, it's about 18 minutes. Actually, we might need... Yeah, we'll swap it out. We'll swap it out when we, if we really can't afford to have that. Anyway, put that there. And put that there. And that's why. Okay. Forgot about that guy. There we go. Grab it just so we can put it away. Alright, we've moved far enough. We shouldn't have a gigantic loss of progress. It would suck if we did. See, we're going up. And we are going in the correct direction, which is good. Okay, the only danger here is looking at an Enderman. And the fact that we have to go down here. Yeah, we'll take the hit. Wasn't that big. And like I said, if we were to die, we got beds and we can continue this whole nether thing. Okay, so we can continue this way. We're way off. But that's okay. Remember, because there are people that watch these that are not totally familiar with how the game works, is that for every one block we travel here in the nether, we move 8 in the overworld. So the further we progress, the better off we are. Alright, so let's start our tunneling here. Alright, now we can change that for that. What we're going to do is one more set, because if we hit a lava pool... Okay, we can escape a lava pool if we hit one. Alright, important things right now. We are going to remove that and put that there. And we technically didn't need to put that down yet, because we have the iron pickaxe. And we do have 3 diamonds, so, I mean, we can get away with burning through these and burning through one of the diamond pickaxes. Alright, we also need to move over to the left, because we're 15 off, and oh, I find the washers that tend to have a balance problem. And I fell in a pit. Alright. It was a 1-block pit, but it was a pit. We can break. too far there. The only thing I will not like, and it happens a lot, especially since caves and cliffs, is I spawn deep underground. I do not want to have that happen. That is not the thing we want. So right now I'm actually doing this, and this is why we do what we do. What we're going to do is place a block there, so just in case. Oh, yeah, we can move. Perfect. What isn't perfect is I didn't make this display bright enough so I could see it while I'm recording this. Yeah, that wasn't well planned. Okay, we're near where ghasts are, which not a good thing. We're safe, so we'll take some bread. Put our emergency golden apple, enchanted golden apple, away. All the XP is doing for me right now. And that's not what I wanted. That's better. We can move the player. Alright, we're dead on in terms of the north-south. Now, where are we? We are quite high. We are also quite vulnerable. And it appears that we're pretty much at the end. We can... The amount of distance we be gaining is insufficient and not worth the risk. There goes that one. But I was going to say, did we chuck another diamond pickaxe? Because that has happened. Do now. Just gonna chuck this, chuck that, chuck that, chuck that, chuck this, put that back. This can go away. This can be a bed. This can be normal food. And that can go there. Actually, that goes there because we keep track of our obsidian count that way. Bed ready, just in case. Just ask to be above the ground, and we are. We are above the ground just barely. Okay, no, we don't want to go that way. Piglin over here. Alright, so there's no real wind here. So I'm going to put the boat there. Take this and huck that. Put the next bed in line there. People have left this book thing fell over. I tried, but when the wash is done and I gotta sleep, when the wash is done, I'll do the Good Samaritan thing. Alrighty, I moved. Now I gotta make sure that I'm lined up with the boat, so I'm going in the direction that I seem to be facing in. $1,410 kilometers. I don't even remember what I started on. So we got a little bit of a push from using the nether. Now the thing is, we have to go quite a distance before we can do it again, because as I've mentioned, and you've seen in a previous episode if you've been watching, that if we don't go far enough, we'll teleport to the portal that we just came in from in the previous attempt, and we lose the entire progress that we've made. At least in terms of when we entered the nether. So hard to get this to go straight. I got 9 more minutes from where I'm sitting. Where I'm sitting, you can't see the full 7-segment display. It looked like 5 minutes. Still, it's getting somewhat close to finishing. And then it's dryer time. And then, like I said, because of this whole house thing, now that I let you know what all the interruptions were all about, and the weird timings, and even the one short video, things may go back to normal. Although now I think, being that I've been gifted the washer and dryer that was being used, and the owner cannot take the stuff with him. Who knows if we even need the big push anymore. Alright, anything now? Besides boring ocean? Granted, it's the 3rd fastest way to make progress. And there's an underground nether portal. Or underwater. Those regardless of whether it's time or not, I don't do. Too dangerous. Can't mine all that quick. Ocean Monument, we skip those because they're, one, extremely dangerous, and two, too time consuming. This is reminding me of that other washer that had a balance problem. The 7-minute mark went for like 8. It's trying to sort itself out. If the clothes are ever so slightly off to one side, should be allowed to open the door so we can reposition things. Granted, it is a front loader, but if you position the clothes and the centrifugal force forces everything along the drum, you could probably still balance things out so it doesn't rock as hard. It's going for it. And it's gone over the resonance hump. Once it goes past the point of resonance, which is that it's vibrating at a frequency that it just makes its vibrations amplified and get worse over time, then it calms right back down and doesn't vibrate so much. Now, the only thing that sucks about where I'm at now is when I'm done, it's going to become, I'm trying to think while I'm playing game and watching the laundry here. It's going to become roughly the morning commute. So the house closing is happening on a Friday during work hours, so I took the day off. Because of the really poor timing of everything, if things went the way they were supposed to, which was, it was supposed to close on the 28th of February, and the big move is going to be Saturday no matter what. I had 5 days to clean up and move some stuff here and there. Take some stuff, put it in the car, go to work, then from work, go to the house, drop off stuff, go home. Can't do that. The only plus side is that I'm almost there for the entire month, so the entire month of March, that is. So billing cycle, I don't know. Now we got a ship. Oh, we got land. Alright, we got 2 more minutes, so when I sleep, and it had to be roofed forest, didn't it? need to find villages to restore the bed count. We also did not restore our falling. Anyway, it's time for the sun to set. The washer is almost done. We'll pick it up after sleeping, and it will be dryer phase. It is the dryer phase. We slept it off. The sun is rising. The roof forest is beckoning. And hopefully nothing waiting. At least that's the good thing about the new light model, is that it has to be a perfectly dark area in order for it, and so I say that holding it in a way to try to minimize noise and maximize clarity doesn't always provide the best control walking into trees, because that is a common thing. Anyway, okay, we're going too much that way, so I'm going to stick with the land because we might find a village crossing into another biome. Over here where it's a big shelf that we can stand on. There we go. Alright, so we're getting some ugly looking land. It's just a small mountain and maybe not a bad thing. Anyway, yeah, that looks like it's just small. Sometimes if it's not a big deal, we do intentionally go a little off axis north and south so we can see things like a village. And that's why sometimes going a little off axis is a good thing. And why does it seem every village is placed where it's really difficult to get to? Alright, that we know doesn't have anything. That we know doesn't have much of anything. Let's storm the village here. Pillage for beds. And we can move the player. Emeralds, we like those. And more bread. Bread is essential for our little adventure. And we can move the player. Double tap means move. Although stupid me keeps forgetting. Okay, we gotta be careful now. There we go. And now we got a second stat going. We don't want to... With the touch screen, it's very easy to inadvertently hit a villager, and then those iron golems will be coming right at us. Alright, so what we need to do is get rid of this, put that there, hit X. Run. Steal more beds. We can move. Why is it we do not like moving? This is like the slum. Alrighty. We're pretty much back to romping through the nether again, but like I said, because we're relatively close to where we were, it's still a no-go. Alright, we're pretty good at this point. Looking for smithies, we don't have any. Although we could look for more bread. Alright, we're good now. So yeah, well, the packing thing is quite important. Making the dimes on my YouTube videos is slightly more important, as packing doesn't give me that extra dime in my pocket, literally. And we're back to ocean. And I'm not paying attention to hunger here. Good enough. I don't know why some people don't know this, but 9 of the 10 drumsticks need to be full in order to regenerate health if you get hurt. You don't need all 10. If you eat something to get you exactly 9, you're good. If they ever put saturation into Bedrock, which they don't, then it doesn't make any sense to go any higher. If you can get 9, 9.5, good enough. Even in Java, that's still kind of true. And I say kind of, because if you're hurt, and say you only have like even a one drumstick, you still can heal. One drumstick missing, that is. But if you're 1.5 drumsticks to 3.5, the quote-unquote waste actually goes into quick health regeneration. So you get something out of it, at least. It's not you're at 1.5, eat a steak. There's 4 drumsticks of improvement that you just wasted on 1.5. In the Java version, and that's one thing I would like to see in Bedrock, is that any overages go to quick healing. So you get something out of it. Look at that, we're already facing another sunset. That came pretty quick. Or at least it felt like it did. Let's get out. Check to see if there's a village. We don't really need them, but again, we could always double stack the obsidian. Oh, do I see a village over there? Can we... Yeah, I did. I use its grossly over-distorting perspective to put something on the very corners of the edge so that everything stretches out so you can see it easier. Alright, since it's getting close, we're going to take the first available bed and sleep the night off. Is there a bed in here? No, there isn't. I saw red, thought there would be a bed in there. Plenty of beds. We can hit X. Just want to borrow your bed for the day, and then it's yours. Alrighty. That's that. You can run. Plenty of beds. This guy can't get into his own shop. So, yeah, we're still pretty good, but going a little backwards here. Alright, the bed got my attention, not the chests I'm looking for, which may have food in it, and it doesn't. Alright, we can move this way. Alright, it'd be easier to do this. Might want to go up a little faster than that. We were going to drown eventually. And there we go. I bet I have to always turn north and south once we hit 2 million. Because the error will be so bad. Because as it gets worse, the amount of land that supports you shrinks, and the amount of speed you need to carry to actually move increases. Because as you notice, when we're increasing our western number, if we eat, we don't move. Whereas if we're facing north and south, we do. It's because when we're eating, we're actually not moving fast enough for the game to recognize movement. So the requirement will double when we hit 2,090,000. I forget what it is. It's 1,096,000 and change? Or is it 2,100,000 something thousand? I basically could just grab a calculator, multiply 2 till you get into itself till you get a number that's over 2 million, and that's how many blocks it'll be. Although in the Western progress, that number will be the last one before the error. I think this one was at, 1,048,096. I forget what the number is. Well, let's just say let's just make it an easy number to understand, since I can't do big computer numbers like that. Let's just say for some reason And even 2 million is the next mathematical error. East and west, when you hit 2 million, you're still in the old error. Once you hit 2,000,001, then you're into the next. But we know it's like 2,090,000 something thousand, or it's a power of 2. That's the important thing. It's a power of 2. And we have to go off axis again to get around a mountain. And it might be a point we just have to take the mountain. I think we've gone as far as 500 blocks off, and that just delays forward progress. And it makes the file size bigger. Not that it matters too much, because then when it gets to a certain size, purge it anyway. Purge it, test it, make sure it's still where I should be. And that'll be the only point that if I were to die and get sent back to the beginning, that I may just restart from that point, because purging the world is not a natural occurrence in the game. Now, if I slept in a bed and accidentally got rid of it and died, I lose the spawn, and I wind up literally back at world spawn near 0. Game over. We're done. That's it. Not doing it again. We've gone too far to risk that. This is literally the second week of the second year of progress. And we really need to make progress in this direction. Oh, that's very annoying. Fan with a loose grill. Doesn't seem to be heating the place very well either. It's on, but is it working? Seriously? Can we just not get across? Have to be careful at this point. Alright, there was a way. You know we got to do this every now and then. Nope, we don't want to do that. It wasn't as exciting as I thought it would be. Although a couple of times we did that and wound up standing where a collapse occurred. Also known as stupid mistake. Of course, the cacti, they're blown out east-west direction, are perfectly where they're supposed to be. north and south. I'm sure when we hit the 2 million, roughly 2,100,000 point, we are going to see the east-west side of the cacti getting pulled apart twice as far. Alright, I just saw top of pumpkins. I thought I saw a roof of villages. That was a dirty trick, Minecraft. I saw a roof of a village, or roofs of a village, and I just saw top of pumpkins. Very dirty trick. Alright, we're getting a little close to... Alright, let's put some color in our display there. Not that it matters, it's just a little variation. 26 minutes left on the dryer. How hot is hot? Yeah, not bad. Going the wrong way. Be careful those one block cracks. You saw what happened not all that long ago. One block gap. Fell quite a few blocks, then inadvertently moved off that ledge and fell another ton. I could have been killed if I didn't move as slow as I did. Once I fell through the crack, that is. Alright, we're a little off axis, but not much. Not enough to matter. Much. There's a village. Here, let's see. We can't. There we go. Trying to make forward progress. Going sideways. Although, again, I'm at a point that I'm moving so slow east and west, we are literally not moving. So you can see that number, the 1,419,000, isn't budging. But once I turn just enough, we'll break that speed barrier. There we go. There we go. Alright, now a little bit of control would be good. see, smithies. We can move this way. How about move this way, this way? Alright, that might help. A little better. Don't want to waste too much time doing this. So about 19 usable minutes before normally we would call it good. This is where a boat would probably be a good thing. That was pretty pointless. Like we knew that was going to be true. Alright. Rather take a slight hit than whatever giant drop we could have taken. and village. Go. Another free bed. Let's see what we got here. Got a portal. Okay, we can move. Alright, so oh, there we go. We got our 63. Is the volume up a little bit? Yeah, it is. I can move. And yeah, we're not going to move much. Ooh. Of course, we had to pick a corner and just... run. Difficult in our progressive direction we know. But doable. There we go. This isn't looking good. Okay. It's not as bad as I thought. Not as bad as we thought. We got 6 more minutes left. Not a good spot. Not a good spot to restart in. We've seen what happened before. Okay, movement. Okay, we don't want to do that. Anyway, we can move. Oh, I hate this biome. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Ice is better than... Ice is better. Okay, up. We got a little damage, but we can afford that. Alright, so the canopy thing is not going to happen. No. That's better. Alrighty, we'll do the big push, which will be the end later, because dryer's about done. In fact, it is. See you later. And we are back doing the final big push. The hour-long stint. And we, of course, cannot just hit a point. We have to touch every corner and jump off it. Back when it needed to hit a hard edge for it to count as a jump. I miss those days. Alright, that was a pointless jump, but we didn't know. I was gonna say, is there a point we can make a safe move? And relatively we did. It didn't look as bad as it initially did. Looked like there was going to be a huge drop-off. But there wasn't. Let's go over this way. A little less resistance. And a village. And no. I'm also tethered, so the phone charges up. I forget. This is the church, right? Oh yeah, this is a pointless building. It ain't a church, but pointless. Feel bad, but you know what? We need it. It's for the better good. What's there? Okay, we can move. Yeah, I don't want to be moving. Yeah, that was a pointless village, pretty much. Oh, we got more. I thought I saw more. And how about jump? See, then when we do hit a hard surface, it doesn't bother jumping. Yeah. How are we doing with beds? Hitting a button. Hitting another button. No smithies. That didn't go too badly. All right. Now the question is, are we going to have a lot of interference trying to get to where we're going? And the sun's starting to set. So staying in the village would have been pointless, because we'd have lost a lot of time, and we've made significant gains from the village in terms of distance from it. And it helps if I can just get the timing right. Because we gain a block just simply by timing it right. Alright, that is a strange signal. Usually if there's a significant incident, they'd be a lot slower than that. Something's going on. can move. Alright, how about not jumping at every little corner and exit? There we go. So do we have any smithies in this general area? No. Do we have emeralds? I always keep forgetting if I have them or not. And it doesn't seem we got any smithies up here either. Yeah, they're all alone, all by themselves. And out of the wall it came. That needs to be in the wall. And it's probably showing that I'm at 46% battery. So I've gained 10%. And again, the display is a little bit bright because laundromat I was in, kind of bright. Alright, now we're going in directions that aren't helping, so. If this were all frozen lakes. See if this is a waste of time or we're going to get something out of this. Waste of time being if it's short, then the amount of time we could have just swam there would have been better off. Village and what was another portal. Oh, it is there. But if we can't see the chest. Alright, the chest is hidden. It is a waste of my time. And so was this village as a whole. We get some stuff over here, actually. Let's find out. It may not be a waste. And we can go up now. There we go. Alright, we got a smithy. And relatively pointless, so get rid of that, get rid of that. Relatively, because we got rid of stuff we don't need. Alright. Now to see if there's a smithy over here. This is the village of smithies, these kind. Now we gotta go up this way. What a pain this is. This village is a major pain. And we can eat the food. See, on the north-south axis, we can still move when we're eating, because we're nowhere near far enough. We're nowhere near far enough away from the 0 that there's a precision error. Okay, we can't do anything that way. Oh boy. Okay, we can move, we can move, we can move, we can move. As they say, the 4th time's the charm. Again, I could just face north-south, and typically I can get them started. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think water just saved us there. So how many near-death experiences did we have today? Or should I say in this particular episode? You know, further back, like I said, there was just a 1 block wide gap. Yeah, okay. Fell nearly to my death, and then nearly fell to my death again. Ice. You know what that means? Speedboat. This. We can. How come jumping isn't a thing? Wasn't a big run, but good enough. Yeah, at that point, we pretty much just had to let the land generate in. Village. Yeah, let's leave. It'll be faster just to get this. Run. Run. Completely missed the jump button. not a building of importance. They do have smithies here, but it's not very often. These do have beds, that I do know, and we're plenty good on those. And the villager can't get to it. And that's just in case there is a zombie in an underground cave that might be nearby that I'm not aware of. That might just waltz right in, whereas shutting the door will give me time. Granted, if he were right there, I wouldn't be able to sleep because you can't when there's monsters nearby. Plenty of beds, so no need for that. Okay, another halfway decent. Alright, you know what? I'm getting too far off tangent anyway. Alright, we're rewarded. So what we gotta do is align ourselves. There we go. A little bit better. There we go. Oh, this ain't good. Okay, no, we don't want to do that. We can jump. So there was room, and yet we're not jumping there, even though easily could have. Hear him, don't see him. Alright, this isn't going to help us. So we're just going to run across it. Alright, up. Alrighty. Now we are, well, we were on nice, quick, solid ground. Village. Is it getting darker? I think it might be. I don't see any smithies, so... I'm trying to look for the gradient. I don't see it, so perhaps we're okay. Those darker snow patches, try to avoid them, because it's that crap I hate. It doesn't work for our objective. Wait a minute. Another village. Another village that's difficult to get anywhere. Yeah, I'm not going to waste my time trying to see what's there. Too much climbing. Alright, too much of that crappy white fall-through snow, which greatly affects the ability to play through, which is the entire objective, is to get through this as fast as we can. And another village. I'm not finding them left and right now. Let's see if this one will help us. Remember, the more the smithies and obsidian, that is what I was thinking, that we get, the better we are in our odds of getting through this game a little faster. Because we don't have to, we'll have extra stacks of, an extra stack, and we don't have to go for long-winded stretches. You don't have to go long-winded stretches trying to obtain materials again. I don't see one here. See something down here, nothing really that important. Alright, finally some normal terrain. I'm not even sure how many blocks we've made this particular episode. And we still got a little more than a half hour to go before we call it done. Now the sky's turning. There we go, more progress. I gotta check on the file size. And that's one of the reasons why we didn't take the river, is in case there was a village over here, which for some reason I thought there might be one, and there was, and it's a fairly big one. There's got to be a smithy in this. And I don't... Oh, yeah. Nope, that's... Yeah, there it is. It is a smithy. The question is, any good? Yes, it is. Alright, so here, the situation with that now is that if we die, we'll put the 5 pieces. Ooh, that's not really in good shape. Okay, X. And why we did not do that. Anyway. Alright, we're pretty good on food as well. Yeah, there's another smithy. We can run. And the pig pen had to be in the worst spot, didn't it? Sucks is we gotta go way out of the way. And there's the smithy number 2. Ooh, nice. Double that. Let's just check our pressing buttons. You know, we swapped out for new stuff before. Let's do that again. Hitting the X. Alright, there's the direction we're trying to go in. Drop. Alrighty. Half hour to go, and that'll be it for this particular episode of One Way. And another village. At this point, they're rather pointless, because we got plenty of... Well, we could get a bed. Smithy is still a good thing, because we can increase our second stack size, so we can just, as I say, in case of death, we'll have a second set of obsidian where we don't have to wait as long. Like I said, we're at the point right now we don't really need anything from them unless we could find a smithy. And in that case, there was none. So, we can run. There we go. Actually, let's see. Now we can run. Another village. Well, they say that this version of the game is stingy with them, but I'm seeing quite a few. Unfortunately, we didn't see it in a timely fashion. As if we did, as in a little later, we could use a free bed. Then again, if this sprawls out, we can see there's nothing really there. Of course I miss. How else would that go? Smithy, let's run. And nothing. We'll just take a couple pieces of bread. Usually you don't win, but you don't know till you find out. And of course we're going to go far enough away, even with this failure to get up. That's why we got to do the north-south thing again. That'll be like I said, I believe that'll be a requirement at that approximately 2,100,000 point. I believe that's what it is. I have the list. Okay, let's move. List happens to be nearby. I just need to look at it. And again, water saves us. All right. Not what I wanted. We can move. May not be what I've wanted, but at least it helped. And my immediate neighbor doesn't quite grasp the concept of a chirping fire alarm. Means you need to replace the battery. To be honest, I didn't know that when I first moved here. Because literally, I'm old enough that every house I lived in till I moved out on my own had smoke detectors that either ran on electricity or battery. There was no such thing as battery backup. Power went out, you had no smoke detectors. Battery. Actually, I knew the chirp meant, because that was always a thing with the battery-powered smoke detectors. Is when they run low, they would give a little chirp every now and then. What I didn't know is when they go off and you can't shut them up for no apparent reason whatsoever, that's when it's telling you the batteries are dead. That, like I said, that I never knew, because every place I lived had electric smoke detectors, no battery backup. Those were the days. Let's change it up a little bit. There we go. And they point me in the wrong direction now. So off we go again. 1,430 kilometers and change. Not bad. I believe we've done 30,000 blocks, or pretty close to it. Which for, I don't know how long the videos run. Like I said in the beginning, there was supposed to be a guy that opened the door at work. They decided to keep him at an off-site job for another week. So that kind of scuttled plans, and the weather stunk every time. It was either snowing, cold, or raining. Because normally, if I'm waiting, just like during breaks and lunch, I'd go walking. Although waiting for the building to open, I stay in the hourly employee parking lot. So when the building's open, I'm not far behind. Regular walk I go around the industrial park. All right. Alrighty. Yeah, it is a game setting I turned on for so-called maximum performance, and it seems that this game has slowed down instead of speeding up. Instead of sped up. Well, that's what I was... It kind of makes sense. What did we miss? Alright, a pit, but nothing horrific. It would have stunk. It would have stunk. Alrighty. Now a little further in the other direction and hit some bushes. That's a good thing to do. Ooh. I did not see what that could have wound up being. And board. Okay, that didn't exactly go as planned, but it actually... Okay, how about break that? There we go. But it actually did wind up going where I was going. And I will say that was a happy little accident. That wasn't skill, it was a happy accident that time. The winter biomes aren't that bad, especially with the ice, because then we can really make forward progress. The problem lies with the powdered snow biomes. I know I can see it over there, but it's going to take us away from where we're trying to ultimately go. Alright, this I'm willing to see. Alright, it didn't work. Okay, over this way actually be better. If we can find some ground that's not broken. Alright, can we not hit every corner? That's not how it was supposed to work. It's supposed to hit a hard corner, like, not a hard corner, but hit a wall 1 block high dead on, a block that is, and you jump. No. In a village. And we could eat the food. Alright, another 15 minutes, and that'll be it for this episode. Boy. No. No way. Not gonna do that. Alright, we need, I think, one of the beds. We can move, pressing the button. Alrighty, we're going to have to go this way a little bit. Alright, we're not running, but at this point, that's not a bad thing. Okay, we got by the giant hole in the ground. I was going to say, I will take a Dave Grohl there. Just to clear something that's far worse. And we get another village. Alright, good enough. Yep, leave. Leave the boat. Gonna borrow your bed? Crap. That could be a bad thing. That could be a bad thing. Now the question is, does he know? I forget what these are. Oh, all right. We can go. I don't see an iron golem around, so... Oh, I do see one. He didn't seem to know what happened, which is a good thing, because it was not intentional. That's the problem with touch displays, is that sometimes unintentional things happen. Alright, let's just see if there's any bread in here. Oh, nothing. Alright, now I swore over here somewhere. Okay, we can move the player. We can move the player. Forgot what these were. Okay. Cartographer is not valuable for this particular mission. So where's the boat? I lost the boat. We can run. Alright, you know what? Place. And there's our boat. And put that out of the way. I'm not going to spend too much time looking for the boat. All right, which way is... All right, now the boat's probably over there somewhere, but we made this one. That was almost skill. All right. Okay, we only have a handful of minutes left. Well, we got 8. I mean, actually less than that, but it's just easier to round up to the nearest half hour. It was like 7:26 when I started or something like that, so I just not make it to 8:30 and call it good. That worked out pretty well. It's great when we find those frozen lakes. Imagine how much further we probably could have gotten if we did that from the get-go. Although with a really old phone, it probably wouldn't have worked. With this current one, should have started from the beginning. I don't know why I never thought of doing things like that. It helps. Can jump. Oh no, that could have been bad. That would have been bad. I mean, that's bad, but not fall in a really deep hole bad. That really, really would have been bad. I mean, that double fall that nearly took my life was bad enough. That was straight down, goner. Alright, it doesn't seem to want to go in the other direction, towards the left, or towards south. But we're so close to perfectly straight, who cares? It's not going to matter much. Or are we heading in the right direction? No, we're not. But it doesn't matter. Village. Or hit that. There we go. Alright, you know what? We're pretty much at that time, so we're just going to pick a door, sleep the night off. Emerald. More bread. Free a slot. Look for smithies, which we don't see. Alright, so it won't be a round number, but good enough. 1,434,883. I don't like how now they have you face the pillow of the bed, making me go in the wrong direction now. Not a good thing. Anyway, let's just cut the window. It's getting close to, it's getting close to sleeping the night off, so that'll be it for this edition of One Way. Heading west, as close to those striped farlands as we can get. Doing what we're not supposed to be doing. Fortunately, we didn't declare that a spot to sleep yet, or spawn point. Georgia551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.